On behalf of Amr and Katie, I'd like to thank all of you for coming today. To just kind of start off here, let's kind of clear the air a little bit. Just take a nice deep breath. Okay. Marriage is a curious thing. When one is part of a conversation with a newlywed, the question is inevitably asked, do you feel any different now that you're married? In my experience, and in talking to many of my married friends, the answer is usually no. In most cases, there is some relief at not having to plan a wedding. This is probably in part because many of the couples I've talked to have lived together prior to marriage, like Katie and Amr. So there's not that initial shock of trying to learn each other and figure out the day-to-day life together. It just seems that life after the wedding doesn't change significantly. So if we don't feel any different, and our everyday lives don't change, why do we get married? I'm gonna answer, don't worry. Marriage is not something that makes you fall in love, or even really strengthens your love. The two of you are here because you already share love that surrounds you and penetrates you. It binds you together. The love you share for each other is strengthened through the time you spend together. From the days spent on the couch playing video games, walking to dinner on a sunny evening, or talking late at night about your future. There's nothing in the words I'm saying today, or a signed piece of paper, that can compete with those seemingly innocuous moments. That's right. So getting back to the question that I previously raised, why bother getting married? Marriage is important because it represents a promise that you make not only to each other, but in front of and with everyone here today. We so rarely find the time to tell the people we love, or the people who mean the most to us, exactly how we feel about them and how much they mean to us. You'll have that opportunity to do that when you exchange your vows later in the ceremony. It is truly an intimate moment between the two of you that you'll share with over 160 people. And by sharing that moment, we're all bound together. For even the strongest bonds are tested, and when they are, your community will be there to remind you of the love that you feel for each other today. And if I may make one small request on behalf of myself and all the friends, family, and plus ones gathered here, is that you'll continue to find those small moments together. This day caps a once-in-a-lifetime week for Amr and Katie's family, with anniversaries, birthdays, and one truly special birthday. Hi, Ramona. Quite literally, birthday. Amr and Katie feel blessed that you are all here to celebrate with them. They have chosen two readings that speak to this day and their love for each other. I'd first like to welcome up Matt Long Middleton to do a reading from the Talking Heads. Amr and Matt have known each other since elementary school and live together in New York, where they listen to David Byrne on repeat.
Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me back there? Okay, great. So This is This Must Be the Place by the Talking Heads. Home is where I want to be. Pick me up and turn me around. I feel numb, born with a weak heart. Guess I must be having fun. The less we say about it, the better. Make it up as we go along, feet on the ground, head in the sky. It's okay. I know nothing's wrong. Nothing. I got plenty of time. You got light in your eyes. And you're standing here beside me. I love the passing of time. Never for money, always for love. Cover up and say goodnight. Say goodnight. Home is where I want to be, but I guess I'm already there. I come home, she lifts up her wings. I guess that this must be the place. I can't tell one from the other. I find you where you find me. There was a time before we were born. If someone asks, this is where I'll be. Where I'll be.
Ana Pacheco Navarro will now give a reading from Billy Collins. Katie and Ana were roommates in New York and old friends from college, where they saw Billy Collins read his poems.
You are the bread and the knife, the crystal goblet and the wine. You are the dew on the morning grass and the burning wheel of the sun. You are the white apron of the baker and the marsh birds suddenly in flight. However, you are not the wind in the orchard, the plums on the counter, or the house of cards. And you are certainly not the pine-scented air. There is just no way you are the pine-scented air. It is possible that you are the fish under the bridge, maybe even the pigeon on the general's head. But you are not even close to being the field of cornflowers at dusk. And a quick look in the mirror will show that you are neither the boots in the corner, nor the boat asleep in its boathouse. It might interest you to know, speaking of the plentiful imagery of the world, that I am the sound of the rain on the roof. I also happen to be the shooting star, the evening paper blowing down an alley, and the basket of chestnuts on the kitchen table. I am also the moon in the trees and the blind woman's teacup. But don't worry, I am not the bread and the knife. You are still the bread and the knife. You will always be the bread and the knife, not to mention the crystal goblet, and somehow, the wine.
For the third reading, Amar's grandmother, Nani, recorded a blessing for Amar and Katie. Nani is in Bangalore, but she is with us here in spirit, and they always made sure grandchildren were happy, loved, and especially well fed.
Honorable guests and my wonderful family, I am too near and yet too far from Boston. I have known Amar since the day he came into this world, as I was in Boston at that time. I want to share some memories of his childhood that are vivid in my mind after so many years. When Amar was little, Meera decided to visit India. Amar was in the habit of having a small piece of cloth, his security blanket. He had to have it in his hand all the time. Meera was worried how will she replace Chuchu when it is dirty. She got a bigger piece of same color and made some more of the same type. But Amar had figured it out how to pick out the original one because it was the most smelly. Any of them are surviving now. I had the pleasure of spending few years of his early childhood in Acton. We used to sit on the steps of their front door. I used to tell him Indian mythological stories. After some time, he would try to teach me computer games. There were two armies, one his and one mine. He kept the mouse in his hand and will tell me, Nani, your soldiers are all killed. Poor old man. accepted his victory. He used to study in this family room with TV on. Mira used to tell him, you cannot focus on your work with so much noise. But today I am proud and happy to say that Amar is MIT graduate and he has his life partner Katie, who is perfect match for him. In all respects, as if they are made for each other. I wish them all the happiness and success in life.
Now you get to do some work. Amar and Katie have written their own vows, which they'll share with each other today. Amar and Katie, we are all here to support you as you start your journey together. Please face each other, it says in here, but you're already doing it.
Amar, next Saturday morning, I'll wake up a little late as usual, and you'll be on the couch with the dog and a video game. You'll give me a kiss, put on water for tea, and I probably won't think about how loved I feel in that moment, because it's natural, easy, and there. You fill my life with love, from the smallest moments on up. Any day with you is a day I look forward to waking up to. I love you. You're so smart, but beyond that, you are kind, generous of spirit, thoughtful. I feel so lucky to know and love you. I promise to listen, love, and support, to be patient, to try new experiences and new video games. I promise to try to make your life better as you do for me every day. I love you, Amar. I can't wait to share a life, a home, and a family. Thank you.
Should not have gone second. Hi, Katie. I wanted to tell you some things. I wanted to tell you that you're a warm, caring, intelligent, and thoughtful person, and anyone who has spent any length of time with you feels this way about you as well. I'm sure of this because I'm constantly told it by others. I wanted to tell you how much fun I have with you every day, whether we're out in the world or at home doing nothing except laughing at our own dumb jokes and making robot noises. Especially when we're at home doing nothing but making robot noises. I wanted to tell you how consistently amazed I am at how you challenge yourself, how proud I am of all you've accomplished, and how you absolutely deserve every success you've had in life, and then some. I wanted to tell you that I'll always be there for you, and what we have together is more important than anything else. I just wanted to tell you how incredibly lucky I feel that I'm the one who gets to tell you these things, standing up here now, and for the rest of our lives. I love you, and let's get married.
A little dusty up here. Now we're going to do the exchange of rings. Katie, please take the ring and put it on Amar's finger. As you do, repeat after me. Amar, I will come to you of my own free will.
Amar, I come to you of my own free will.
I pledge to love and support you
I pledge to love and support you
as long as we live.
as long as we live.
A lot of boxes here, guys. Amar, please take the ring and put it on Katie's finger. as you do repeat after me. Katie, I come to you of my own free will.
Katie, I come to you of my own free will.
I pledge to love and support you
I pledge to love and support you
as long as we live.
as long as we live.
Just as it is traditional in Western weddings to give rings, in Indian tradition, the groom gives the bride a necklace of black beads, a Mangal Sutra, to celebrate the marriage. Amar's grandmother, Nani, shared the Mangal Sutra she wore at her own wedding. Amar will tie Nani's Mangal Sutra on Katie to bless the family will start together. Got that in here too.
They're very useful.
Perfect. Okay. And now, I'm so happy to utter the words, by the power given to me by the state of Massachusetts, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
I can't forget the time or place where we just met. She's just the girl for me, and I want all the world to see we've met. Had it been another day, I might have looked the other way, and I'd have never been aware. But as it is, I'll dream of her tonight. Falling, yes, I'm falling, and she keeps calling me back again. I have never known the like of this. I've been alone and I have missed things and kept out of sight. But other girls were never quite like